Quick live here. I'm in my jacuzzi, relaxing. My balls are hot. Good in his gracious, great balls of fire. Relaxing a little bit, watching a little TV here. I've been watching two shows now on MGM. Billy the Kid just started that one, and I'm watching From. That's another good show. All on MGM, baby. MGM has got some good shows lately. People keep asking me, like, Tommy Stott. She's like, what's MGM? Yeah, I mean, you would think you know MGM, right? Come on now, you don't know the beginning of all the Rocky movies. But this is basically my live streams are a place for all the haters come to fight, to argue with the Apefather. It's really no longer a forum of AMC. It's not about AMC. It's not about, anything that's going on in the AMC community. It's like a boxing match between the Apefather and the haters. So come haters and come and fight. I give you a chance to duke it out with me. Right now, it's just me. I'm all by myself. Don't want to be all by myself anymore. I did get in Bed Bath and Beyond a few times. I made some videos on it. I made some money on it. There was a time I got in it, and I actually made a couple of G's on that bad boy. I'm not, I'm not a holding kid. I'm not a psychopath. Whenever I do get into that shit, it's quick. It's in and out, baby. Like In and Out Burgers in California. Never a lot of money, small money. But there was a couple of times, I know Tommy from the Bronx mentioned it to me. I got in it not too long ago. My breath's kicking like Bruce Lee here. I got to get some of that crust. Hold on here. Oh, crust in the house, baby. So OG, the Star Killer, is the only person here. Was there anybody else here? Salud, Jindani. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Everybody keeps asking me what my cost average is. I don't like to get too personal. It's getting low. Let's just say I need AMC to get to like the mid-20s, all right? Does that answer your question? Everybody asks me this all the time. 25, 26, I'll be a happy guy, all right? What's up? The Munchie Chronicles. Of course I average down. You think I'm a psychopath? I may look like a psychopath. I may act like a psychopath, but I am not a psychopath. In reality. Of course I average down. Yeah, I'm a little higher than you. Okay, can we leave it at that? Look, I don't like talking about it because, deep down inside, I get very angry at myself. I have made a lot of good financial decisions in my life, and people don't realize that. People like to rip me apart. People like to destroy me. But I have made a lot of very, very sound financial decisions. Okay, and I'm actually in very, very good shape financially. But the thing is that AMC was a mistake. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I got into AMC at 53. But you have to understand, if you remember Lou was even saying back in the day that the true price of AMC in the dark pools was like 5,000, 10,000 a share. So even Lou, everybody was saying it. So I was thinking to myself at the time when I got in, I was like, what's the difference if I get it at 53? We're going to like friggin' 10,000 a share, 20,000 a share. I wasn't concerned about, I just wanted in. What my concern was at the time was I was hoping that there would be enough shares left because this was before we were really getting into the whole Fugazi, the whole synthetic share thing, But that was my concern. I just wanted in. I wanted in at the time. 1732 is not that bad, though. The Munchie Chronicles, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. I think it's very possible that, the thing is, I just don't know what's happening with AMC. You get the friggin' market watch is saying that There's been a settlement, right? There's been a settlement with the shareholders, and the ape conversion is going through, and the 1 for 10. Now we're starting to think that that was a bullshit, article. You know what I mean? That the judge has not settled anything yet. So it's like that's the problem is that you're hearing from reputable companies you sold at 28. All right, well you had to do what was best for you. What's up, random YouTuber? How you doing? But the thing is that I'm just at a point where look, I know none of you want to accept it. I know all of you want to keep breaking my balls every single day. AMC and GameStop, I'm in GameStop, represent 10% of my net worth. So I kind of already considered it a loss. I told my wife, I said, look, if I lose every dollar of this money, it is what it is. I'm not going to lose my house. I'm not going to lose my cash. I'm not going to lose my gold. You know what I mean? The kids still have the trust funds. Everything is fine. So if it turns out I lose everything, I lose everything. So all I do now is I'm building up AMC and GameStop. No dates. I keep lowering my cost average and I hold with diamond balls of steel. And honestly, I kind of forgot about it. I tell you the truth. I just live my life every day like I enjoy my life. I'm out there, I'm eating, I'm having fun with the family. The summer's coming up now. We're gonna open up the pool very soon by the end of this month, and they're gonna start doing some barbecues again, barbecue parties. I don't really think about it anymore. I really don't. Look, I'm prepared to hold. I have like a 5 year plan, by the way, with GameStop. I have like a 5 year plan that if everything fails with AMC, then I'll get it back with GameStop. If GameStop goes to around $80 a share over the course of the next 5 years, okay, I will get all of my AMC money back and then some. So GameStop to me is like my plan B. I'm holding with you too, the Munchie Chronicles. God bless. I'll hold for listen. What else can we do, right? You know what it was? I used to be like a maniac. You don't understand. There was a time where I was looking at AMC's price like every 5 minutes. I'm like, where is it now? Where is it now? Where I don't know. I don't even know how people can look at it anymore unless you're day trading. Unless you're day trading it. Like if you're holding it, I mean, what are you gonna watch it go up 10 cents? What are you gonna watch it go down 10 cents? Yeah. You know what it is? I feel that something good is going to come with this. And I know you all think I'm a fool, but I feel like there's something that's going to happen. I don't know. I just feel it's going to be what we least expected. Something is just going to hit. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be like a friggin' volcano eruption. I'm telling you, I feel that way. And that's the time when you got to be alert. So that's why I always kind of keep myself in the action. I check it from time to time. I watch see if there's any craziness out there, with YouTube but it's all typically the same things. So that's basically it. I try to focus on family. I try to go into my happy place. That's what I do. And I'm trying to focus on YouTube a lot. See, people don't understand. I don't need to make money from YouTube. This is not what I do for a living. You know what I mean? YouTube to me is fun. It's entertainment. I'm really trying to get more known. That's what my goal is. See, you know why I get impressed with myself with YouTube? Because any which way you twist it, I have over 7 million views. I have over 7.2 million views. That's a lot of views. I mean, listen, you can't take that away from me. You could say I'm a fat mother effer, I'm hairy, I got hair on my nose, I got hair on my eyebrows, on my ears, but you can't say that 7.2 million views is not too shabby. That's pretty good. So forget about the whole money thing. I've actually made decent money on YouTube, but I don't make a lot of money. I'm not making life-changing wealth. I'm making money that your average job would probably pay you. That's what I'm not making a lot of money, but I don't do it for that. I don't do it for money. I do it for fun. I do it for entertainment. Everybody's so damn critical on YouTube. Hey, Father, I don't like the way you sing. Hey, Father, I don't like your friggin' ding-a-ling. Well, I'm not showing you that. If I showed you that, forget about it. They'd kick me off of YouTube because it'd be too big. They'd be comparing me to an elephant. And not in terms of my stomach, baby. The regulator. Ape is the play. Yeah, I know. I get it. Look, you're in it. You're in it for short term. You're in it for short term. We still believe the apes in the Moaz. Okay, the regulator, you never believed in the Moaz. We still believe in it. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I am just merely an entertainer. I am here to entertain you. I got Death Row Records, Snoop Dogg, Diamond Joint lit up with an exclusive song playing. Let me know if you're interested. Nice. That's good shit, man. Jen? Hey, Jen. You got a water in there, honey?
I actually bring you iced tea, but if you want water, I'll get you water.
I can't play the piano when I'm in the freaking jacuzzi. Here, let me get a drink, honey. Splish, splash. I've been taking a bath. How have you been, Apefather? Every day is the same for me. Every day is the same. I wake up whenever I want. When I wake up, typically I go out to eat. Then when I come back home, I make love to my wife. I go in my hot tub in my jacuzzi. I get my balls nice and hot. Thank you. He's asking for you. My wife is a very strong lady. All kidding aside, she's dealing with a lot. She's dealing with a lot, but she's very strong. God bless her. She's strong for herself and for her family. Want to say hello, Jen?
Who's this?
Well, you got the regulator.
Hi,
You got
everybody.
Munchie Chronicles, Tommy's Touch.
Butt cheeks.
No, Munchie Chronicles.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh no, he's been here. OG, the Star Killer, a random YouTuber,
Hi, everybody.
Jesse Ray's.
Wow.
Tommy, did you leave Atlantic City with that $75, or did you gamble it back, or did you win more? Scared they're gonna see my balls in a second. That's why I gotta hold my phone up.
Very scary. Some people might like it.
Did you hear about that crazy guy? Some crazy guy sent me, go get Sophia. First time, I left with 150. You didn't lose. Nice. You know what I do, Tommy? When I'm playing like roulette, like let's say I win like $100. You know what I typically do? I'll spend it. I'll go to like a restaurant, I'll go to a bar, I'll add, sometimes I'll add a little comp dollars to it. But every time I make money, I typically spend it. It could be anything. I don't even care what it is. I don't care if I friggin' like there was this time where you know what I used to do? I used to go, check this out. I would throw $250 on red. I'd hit, right? I hit 250 and I would just go buy my wife, one of those like massage cards, for $250. The idea was to just keep using the casino's money to benefit me. Even if I got a coupon at friggin', those cards at Carmine's. I remember one time I accumulated $1,000 on my Carmine's card because I would just keep taking $100, $200, because it's better that, Tommy, than I keep the cash on me. If I keep the cash on me, it's gone. It doesn't even matter that it's on me. The idea is you have to, that's why there was this great invention. You should check this out on eBay. There was an invention, right? So it's like a box. Now the thing is, the key to this box is at home. You can't open it. So the idea is to put all your cash in this box. Once you put the cash in the box, you can't get it out. You can't get it out. It's locked. The only way you could unlock it is you got the key at home. You have 80K in Bed Bath & Beyond. You better be careful with that friggin' shit, man. Be careful with that shit, man. I mean, I understand, that it's really low right now, but also understand they have severe, severe financial freaking problems, man. That guy didn't just jump off the whatever he did. May rest in peace, that guy. That CFO killed himself. Terrible, man. God bless him and God bless his family. But they don't think they don't have serious problems. Is there water in that bathtub? Of course there's water. You don't hear it? Look. I gotta be careful. I don't want to show you my balls here. Let's see that. See my feet, there's some water there. All right. Got a little water in there. Oh, 80,000 shares, I'm sorry. But still a lot. I got my hot tub going here. I'm just saying you gotta be careful. That's all I'm saying to you, brother. Do the DD. What DD? This whole freaking stock market is corrupt. Freaking stock market. There's so many funny stories. My friend, I have a friend in Brooklyn. His name is John, and we were like really best friends, man. And Yeah, $1 million every $10. So easy trade. We'll see. Listen, I've gotten to the point with the stock market, brother, where I'm just looking to break even. If I break even with AMC, I'm happy at this point. I mean, I'm down a shitload of friggin' money right now on AMC, man. I'm doing better right now. If you want to know the truth, in Atlantic City, I'm up right now about $15,000 in Atlantic City. I've been going there from time to time. Listen, I've made money in Bed Bath and Beyond. You don't understand, but I don't stick with it. I get in, I make a little bit, I get out. That's what I do all the time. I've made money. I made money on Bed Bath and Beyond at least 5 times already. But there's no way I'm going to hold that shit. No effing way. That's just me. You do whatever you want to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. You were down. Well, everyone I think is down in a casino lifetime. Sam the Great. So who cares? Who cares, Sam? Is that the current 15,000 I won in a casino is more money than you've ever had to your name. That's why who cares? I'm in GameStop for 5 years, Detective Pikachu. I'm in it for 5 years. When it goes down, I buy more. GameStop 2.0. I mean, look, if it was me with Bed Bath and Beyond, I would play it like a day trade game, if you want to know the truth. I would play it like a day trade game, in and out. I didn't lose $1 million at a casino. Psychopath. I was down like maybe 40K, Sam. I showed you my win-loss statement. I was down like 40K. Talking bad things about my son, that's not good, Detective Pikachu. You don't want to get kicked off at the Apefather live stream, do you? Oh my God, that would be such a travesty, right? Sam ain't even a this. He's a Chinese child. Just saying, don't get happy until you're up over casino. Well, I'll tell you the truth, Sam. If you consider the comps that I get, and if you consider the money I won, I'm really not that far down. I mean, honestly, if I make another 20 back, I would say I'd be happy. But you understand, Sam, that's very obtainable. Sam makes it seem like I'm down like $1 million in the casinos. I'm not a psychopath, Sam. Yeah, but freedom of speech should come with a little bit of responsibility. Okay? You know, we can't have a society, like, listen to me, we can't have a society that, like, utters nonsense that can literally cause damage to a person's, like, image or to a person's family. That's going past the boundaries of freedom of speech. Like, I can't call someone a pedophile. I'll give you an example, right? I can't, like, just because I don't like somebody. I don't like you. I say you're a pedophile. There's got to be a guideline. You follow me within freedom of speech, and there really is. There is libel and there is slander, and it's just a question of, does a person want to take the time out to legally pursue those charges against another person? The problem is when you're on social media or you're on the internet, you're dealing with a worldwide web of psychotic lunatics, and it's just kind of not worth it. You know what I mean? Because there's just so many people like doing it. It's like insane. I'm not bragging about winning 15,000. I'm simply stating a fact. I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm saying that I won like 15,000 over the last maybe 7 trips. I'm not bragging. There's a difference between speaking facts and bragging. Like, I was watching this video on Floyd Mayweather, right? And the dude has an $18 million watch. Now, you might say he's bragging, right? Or he's showing off, right? But it's facts. The guy owns an $18 million watch. It's not that he's bragging, it's the truth. Like, was Muhammad Ali bragging when he says I was the greatest of all time? He was speaking facts. He was the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to differentiate between someone who's bragging and someone who's telling the truth. You understand? If Elon Musk made a video saying I'm worth 185 billion, let's just say, is he bragging or is he telling the truth? He's telling the truth. This guy's a lunatic, this guy, Big 911. He thinks I don't see his comments. I see all your comments, all the crazy things you say about my family. You're a fucking lunatic, brother. You need to go get your head examined. I don't censor anything. Listen to me, let me state this on the record. I have never, ever, ever censored or deleted anything. Maybe one or two times, and I'll tell you what. Just let me tell you when it was pertaining to my children. Okay, and my wife was the one really who was doing it. You want to know who was doing it? It wasn't even me. It was my wife. She would grab the phone away when she people talking about our children, and she would block them. Worry about yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. I am worried about myself. I don't compare myself to nobody. Who do I compare myself to? That's a lie. We can see when comments have been hidden. I told you the only times I do it is when my wife was in the room with me and she would grab the phone because she saw someone talking very fucked up about our kids, all right? You're little 5'7". I'm not 5'7". I am 5'11". I've showed my license, Sam. My license blatantly says 5'11". I mean, Sam, you live like with lies. You can't ever tell the truth about anything, brother. I know that you guys get off on fighting with me, so I give you all the chance to fight the Apefather here. I was talking about Tommy. I'm sorry. Texas shooting. There's another shooting. Oh no, I gotta look this up. Was it? It wasn't a school shooting, was it? Terrible. It's a crazy world that we're living in, man. There's some psychos out there. At the end of the day, the Ape Father is an entertainer. That's what none of you understand about me. I'm not here in any other way except to make all of you laugh. I'm an entertainer. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I'm here to entertain. I'm like a clown. What's up, John? Ow! What's up, brother? I already told you that I'm not going to show. I explained all of this. There's psychopathic people in this world. I just show fun coupons nowadays. That's all I show. I don't show real things. I'm not going to show you tremendous amounts of money because that's asking for trouble. I'm not going to do that. I basically show you fun coupons. I show you a couple of thousand here and there. I don't go crazy. That's what I do. It's going to be a great summer. Hey, I live in the Jersey Shore, bro. Don't tell me about great summers. I love it out here. The Jersey Shore is the best. You should come out to Long Beach Island. We're going to jet skis, go on a boat. My cousin, I always go to my cousin's house. He has a great, great, beautiful house in Long Beach. I mean, where I live, basically, it's right by Long Beach Island. It's Long Beach Island is the next town. Seaside Heights, beautiful. I showed you a picture, okay, and that's as far as I'm willing to go. That's it. Thank you. And the picture was a joke because of what's his name, Dale's garage. You know, he was calling me the broke father. So this is how it all started. It started from him and Chad Clifford, and they didn't even. You're breaking my balls. Chad Clifford didn't even withdraw $8,000. It got to the point with this guy Dale. He didn't even withdraw $500 in cash. I told Dale, I said, "Can you withdraw $500 in cash?" And he didn't do it. He never did it. He showed prop money. He showed prop money of $100. No, that's when I first started my YouTube channel, Big 911. Yeah, that was I had like $100,000, but that was when I first started. I didn't realize at that time what lunatics all you people were. So I've gotten a little bit more conservative since then. Did you hear what happened? Random YouTuber, you'll like this one. Some guy sent me an email. I really don't want to mention this guy's name because I don't want to embarrass him. But he says, "Ape Father." He goes, "I reserved a hotel room for you." He says, "I reserved a hotel room." And I'm thinking, for what? He goes, "It's in Delaware." He goes, "I will pay for the whole trip. It's on me." So I'm thinking to myself, this is just some guy who wants me to come to the next protest. So I'm like, who's organized the protest? Is it the Marine? Then he tells me, "No, there's no protest. It's just me and my friend want to meet you at a hotel." Oh, not good. Crazy people, right? Thank you, John. I love you, brother. You're the man. Nobody lives like the Ape Father. Why do you lie and say the pool and the hot tub were paid? We've been through this so many times. I was in AMC in 2020 before I knew anything about the movement, before I knew anything about the apes. I proved this, Bink 911. I made a video showing you my TD Ameritrade account that I was in AMC. I had 5,000 shares when AMC was like $5 or $6. I remember I wrote it up, I made money on it. And I told you I put that into a home, I said home improvement. In other words, the house didn't come with a heater for the pool. I put in a $7,000 heater. There was like home improvements I did. I've been through all of this already. And that did come from AMC. I was not holding AMC back in those days. I was buying things that were in the coronavirus that I felt that were going to improve. I also owned Tesla. I owned Avis. The house came with the pool, but the house did not come with the heater. The heater was $7,000. I didn't get caught. I'll tell you what. Big 911, I'll tell you what. Are you willing to make a $200,000 bet with the Apefather? If you could prove to me, listen to me, that my pool had a heater in it before I purchased it in 2018, I'll tell you what. Here's the bet. Here's the bet. If you could prove, listen to this bet I make with Bink 911. If you could prove that my pool had a heater in it before I purchased it, you have just won $200,000. Now, here's the thing. Are you willing to sign a contract that if I could prove to you that I put the heater in the pool after I bought the house, would you be willing to pay me $200,000? So there's the bet. Tommy, Kevin's Brown, thank you for asking about my wife. She's holding it there, Kevin. God bless you and your family. My wife is a very strong lady. God bless her. See, now you notice how that big 911, he ran away? He's gone now. I just offered him a bet. Every time I offer people a bet, they run away. You notice that? They run away every single time. No one ever makes a bet with me. Well, here's the bet, Tommy Stutch. The bet was, he said that the pool came with my house. But what you don't run a hole. So did you accept the bet? Here's the bet, 200K. 200K, that if I put the heater in after I bought the house, you have to pay me $200,000. Are you in? Are you in? Do you accept the bet? Big 911. Tommy's going to show 10 to 15K. I believe you have that, Tommy. Tommy works hard, man. He's got a good business there with all the refinishing that he does on the furniture and everything. You need a challenge, Apefather. All right, John, how many Big Macs should we do, me and you today? I'll do it if you do it. We're going to go 20 patties, 30 patties. Answer it, coward. Answer what, coward? I already gave you a challenge. You're the coward. Big 911, I gave you a challenge. I said, if I could prove to you that I put the heater in my pool after I bought the house in 2018, okay, which was around 2020, by the way. That's when I put the heater in. If I could prove that to you, you agreed to pay me $200,000, 200 large, baby. That's the bet. Do you accept it? If you accept it, my email is Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. See now, once again, you see how this guy deflects? I gave him a challenge. Now he's deflecting. Why to GoFundMe in 2020, blah, blah. See, this is called deflecting. Coward. Tomorrow I got you, right? No, I'm just kidding you, John. You don't have to get yourself sick. Well, at least you acknowledge I won the lottery, okay? Because most people don't even give me that much credit. At least this guy, Big 911, acknowledges I won $250,000. Yay has entered the chat. Who thinks, guys, the only GoFundMe I know of okay, was I did two GoFundMes. These are the only ones I know of. One was when my wife was first diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And as I explained to all of you, this was done through my family, you fucking degenerates. This was not done through the public. I am a transsexual bot. Thank you, Tommy. Um, the only other GoFundMe's that I would have ever done would have probably had to do with a breast cancer awareness event that I gave sponsors an opportunity, to participate in events that we had. That would be it. That was the only reasons why I had GoFundMe pages. And what is it to you? Like, this is the thing I don't understand. If I'm doing something to help my wife, and my family and her family chooses to help my wife, what the fuck does it have to do with you? Blink 911. Like, this guy's making it seem like, listen, he's making it seem like if my wife's family wanted to help her during her time of need, or if sponsors wanted to help her, isn't that like a person's prerogative? Like, let me ask you a question, right? Because I have people still to this day that call up about my wife that were sponsors of my breast cancer awareness events and want to further support us. Because I did things for them. I helped them with a lot of things with advertisement. I was mentioning their businesses at the events. I was mentioning their businesses on playbills. I was doing videos, giving them shout outs when I was just doing music videos, by the way. This was back when I first started. And I used to do just music things, okay? But the thing is that, what is it to you, what we do? Here comes the deflection. It's not a deflection. What is it? Let me ask you a question. If you had a family member, here's a hypothetical situation. If you had a family member who had cancer, God forbid, and I don't wish this on anybody. I do not wish this on anybody. And let's just say you started a GoFundMe page and your family helped out that member. What is it anyone's business? What is it anyone's business what your family wants to do? You know what I mean? It's like you're making it seem as if I went to you directly, you piece of shit. And I said, can you help my wife? I'm not asking you for any help. You could go take your lousy $5 that you have on a good day to your name and go wipe your ass with it. Okay, because that's all you have to your name is $5 fucking. This guy probably doesn't even have $10 to his name. We know Dale that's here. We know that Dale definitely doesn't have money. Dale, you're doing dirty work, man, to make money, brother. You're doing very dirty. Dale, listen, I feel bad for you. Whatever you're making on that minivan that you're cleaning up people's shit, why don't you just come up and clean my shit? It's a faster job, Dale. It's a faster job. You can put my socks on for me. You could clean my fucking feet. You could clean my bowl. And I'll tell you what, I will match what you're making. What are you making? $300 on that car profit? How much are you making? $300 or $400? Dale, come to my house whenever you're ready, Dale. I will eat 3 porterhouse steaks. I will shit it out. It's going to stink really bad, though. I'm going to do a very messy job. Dale, clean up my bowl, clean up the floors, and you'll make yourself some extra money. How's that sound, Dale? I can't afford you. Once again, this guy, Big 911, this guy deflected about 10,000 times already. This guy, Big 911, deflected. Here was the original bet that we had. The original bet was, did you use AMC Buddy to improve your house and improve your pool, right? This was the bet. I said yes. I acknowledged it. I said yes. I told him, okay? I said, let's confirm that and make a bet. I said, I will prove to you that I sold AMC in 2020 with my TD Ameritrade account. I said, I will show you that I put in a heater on my pool, okay, which came from AMC Money, okay? And I said to him, if I do all of that, you give me $200,000. Now, since then, he's talking about GoFundMe pages. Now he's talking about a 7 fucking star card at Caesars. The guy's nuts. I know it's Chad, I know. It's Chad Clifford. Where are the people from the West Coast at? West Coast, East Coast, Biggie, 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 and Tupac. It's not Tupac, it's Tupac. I get confused because I was watching this show with Jay-Z. He goes, all white people call him Tupac. It's Tupac. It's not Tupac. And now I got it opposite. I keep calling him Tupac instead of Tupac. Because I'm white, mother effer. but listen to me. ZB is very simple. All I have to show you is this. I owned AMC in 2020. Here's the bet. Okay, how can I prove to you that that actual money, I paid the guy in cash. I paid the pool installer in cash. So it doesn't say I used AMC money. It just says I paid him in cash. So here's what I can show you. I can show you I owned AMC in 2020, right? I can show you that, okay? And then I can show you a receipt that in 2020, I paid cash, okay, to put in a heater in my pool. So if I can do those two things, I bet you, brother, 200,000. If I can show you those two things, here's my email address. Richard, RICHARD, L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. Bro, all I have to do, there's no way of showing, how can I possibly show you like that I used AMC money to fix my pool? I paid it in cash. The guy who accepted cash from me at the pool company didn't care where the cash was from. So all I can show you is I owned AMC at the same time that I put the heater in my pool. That's what I can show you. John Wico, you've been doing curls? You got to do curls to get the girls. And he did the benches to get under the dresses, right? What is the expression? Dale, when was the last time you actually fooled around with a girl, brother? What were we talking, like 40 years ago? Dale, that's a big job. That was a $7,000, $8,000 job. You had to put pipes in the ground. What do you think I am? What's the friggin' guy here? I could show Richard S. LaVoy owning it, Johnny, please. John's in here too, by the way. Listen, you guys keep deflecting. You guys keep deflecting. So all you do is deflect. I'll meet you in the Diamond Lounge. Put your pathetic card, won't let you in. You don't got no friggin' 7-star card, Bait 911. The only card that you have is government assistance card. You have an EBT card. That's what you have, brother. Look, ZB, here's the bet. Here's the bet, brother. I owned AMC in 2020. This is all I have to show you. Take it or leave it. And I put a heater in my pool. That costs around $7,000 to $8,000. If I could show you those two things, I win. You have to pay me $200,000. That's the bet. That's the bet. I'm in. Bro, I will put this in a contract. I will put it in a contract. I need you to get it notarized. I need an actual real ID to prove who you are. That's the thing, a real ID, not that your name is Bink 911. I need your actual real name. I need your actual real government issued ID. I need a real notary to sign it, and then I'll prepare the contract. The ZB is a deflector, and Bink 911, they're all deflectors. They keep trying to reinvent the bet. The King deflector, probably this Bink 911. How you doing, was it Lobaz? How you doing? Can I get a kiss? That's gay. I'm not afraid. I already offered you to bet 10 times already. You're afraid. If it's my bet, then I accept it. Send me a friggin' email with your real name. Send me an email with your real ID, and I'll set it up right now. You know my real name. You know everything real about me. We don't know nothing real about you because you hide behind your freaking computer. What's up, Amber? Suck guard. Why do you keep avoiding the TD statement comment? Because that's not what the bet is. Listen, millennial collector, listen to me. Here was the bet. Okay, listen to me. You know what you guys want to do? You want to create like 5 bets in one bet. Why don't we stick to doing one bet, and then after we get past one bet, we'll go to the next bet, okay? Here's the bet. The bet was that I did not use money to put a heater in my pool. They said the heater came with my pool when I bought my house in 2018. That's what they're all saying. They're saying the pool came with the house, So in essence, the heater came with the house. The statement that I made was I made home improvements with money I made in the stock market. Now, I don't have to get into details with any of you. Here's the bottom line. Here's all I have to prove to you. All I have to prove to you is I own stocks at a certain period of time. Even if I showed you I sold the stock, listen, it wouldn't make a difference. I could show you that, but it wouldn't make a difference because you don't understand. The guy who I paid the money to in the pool company accepted cash. So how can I possibly prove to anyone that the money I gave to the guy in the pool company was cash I made from stocks? He just accepted cash, right? So that's it. So all I have to show you, in my opinion, is the following. I owned AMC in 2020. Here it is. I owned AMC in 2020, and I put in a heater in my pool in 2020. Now, this is 2 years after I owned the house. I win the bet, you pay me $200,000. Can I drink your bad soap water? It's disgusting, but you could. But Millennial Collector, you're changing the bet. You're changing. Why don't I show you everything? You want to see the stains of my underwears? You want to see my white creamy substance in my freaking pants? Like, what else you want to see? What else you want to see, brother? Dale, I'm glad he's ripped you off. Bless that guy's heart. Who ripped you off? We talking about Adam Enron? I'm not deflecting. We were on a bet. Listen to me. We had a bet. Somehow now we went to, I have to prove I made money on AMC. That was never the bet. The bet was, did I put a friggin' heater in my pool after I bought the house? Now we have a whole new bet now. We have a whole new bet. Now what's the next bet? What's the next bet? You want to see everything? What else you want to see? You want to see my tax returns? You want to hear what the next bet's going to be? The next bet's going to be my tax returns. That's going to be the next bet. Guys, stick to one effing bet before we change the bet. Stick to one bet. Let's complete one bet before we move on to bet two. 500,000 to anyone who throw a toaster in. See, now he's threatening my life. That's terrible. No, but you did deny it because you said, look, go back in your comments, Big 911. Go back in your comments. You said the pool came with my house. You were implying that the heater came with the house as well. And all I said in the past was I used money I made in the stock market to put further home improvements into my house. That's what I said, which included my pool. Let me get a toaster. Dale, come to my house, and I'll tell you what, brother. I will pay you more money than you have ever made, Dale, ever made in a few days of your life to clean up my shit. Wait, let me see if I got something. I got some for you right now, brother. But there's no way I can prove to you. Okay, listen, ZB, let me ask you a question. How can I prove to you it was AMC money? Explain this to me, please. Can you please explain this to me like I'm a 6-year-old? Okay. How can I prove to you if I paid the pool contractor in cash? In other words, the money didn't say Adam Aaron. It didn't say AMC on it. It was Benjamin Franklin's. How could I prove to you that the money I gave to the pool contractor was AMC money? How can I prove that? Explain it to me. I can show you a sell order, but if I show you a sell order, how does that translate that I used money, okay, from AMC to give to my pool contractor? How can I? You're all fucking psychopaths. You're nuts, all of you. Now there's a new bet. Now the bet is he has a 7-star card. We've already changed the bet 50 times. Why not change it again, right? Why not? Hey, I have a bet. You want to hear a bet? I weigh under 300 pounds. Who wants to take that bet? Who wants to take the bet that Apefather weighs under 300 pounds? All of you are clowns. I have a new bet. Who wants to take it? Apefather weighs under 300 pounds. Come on, that should be an easy bet, right, Dale? Dale, I weigh about what, 320, 330? And I'm drinking right now. I did not murder my father. My father, unfortunately, he was a good man. May he rest in peace. My father and my mother had a bad marriage. My mother left him and she moved in with me. And what happened was my father got berserk. He got crazy. He made up a story that I was in front of his house and that I had a weapon and it was my intent to cause him harm. And he called that into the police. The police detained me, arrested me on false charges. My father dropped all the charges because he basically told the district attorney, he was like, he was crying his eyes out. I love my son. I'm sorry. He was a man that had, unfortunately, serious psychological problems. I love him. He's my father. May he rest in peace. But my parents had a very bad marriage. The police arrested me. But they dropped all the charges. It didn't remain on my record because it was all false charges, brother. It wasn't my father. Listen to me. At the time, I lived in Princess Bay, Staten Island, when this happened, right? The police showed up in front of my house in Princess Bay, Staten Island, 5 minutes after he filed the police report. Now, he was claiming I was in Brooklyn. He was claiming I was in Bensonhurst. Okay, it is physically impossible, because I don't know if any of you know the distance between Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, New York, or Princess Bay, Staten Island. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away. It is physically impossible for a person to get from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn to Princess Bay. The cops all knew it was bullshit. The cops all knew. Plus, my wife, the landlord, verified I was there the whole day. I didn't leave my apartment. This is at the time I had an apartment in Princess Bay. I didn't leave my apartment. I had people that were eyewitnesses that saw I did not leave. Okay, so it's all bullshit, man. Richie put antifreeze in his father's coffee. That's fucked up, man. You're talking about someone who passed away, too. It's really, you guys have no heart, man. Terrible people, man. I did not attempt to kill my father. It was a made-up story. It was a made-up story because my father was heartbroken that my mother left him. I'll tell you what, I'll even put my mother on the live stream, and you could ask my mother these direct questions, okay? My father and my mother had a terrible, terrible marriage. Their whole lives, it was terrible. And, the truth is I had a tough childhood. I had a really, really tough childhood. But I was always there for my mom. I protected my mother my whole entire life. I continue to protect my mother in my adult years. Even when my wife is faced with stage 4 breast cancer that metastasized our brain, I'm still protecting my mother. Still to this day, I protect my mother. The house in Jackson was not in my father's name, Dale. The house in Jackson was in my name and my wife's name. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. That house in Jackson was not in my father's name. It was in my name and in my wife's name. That was a beautiful house I had in Jackson. You know that house goes for over almost $1 million now, that house. No, I'm serious. The house was not in my father's name, Dale. The house in Jackson, New Jersey was in my wife's name and my name. 100%. The house in Jackson, New Jersey was not in my father's name. It was in my name and my wife's name. I don't know how many times I have to say it to you. The only reason why the house turned out to be in my mother's name or my parents' name was because of my wife's condition, Dale. I don't want to get into this. It's personal family business. Yeah, it's worth 1.2. Dale, you could say whatever you want to say. The house in Jackson, New Jersey was in my wife's name and my name. That's bottom line. You can say whatever you want to say. You know what it is? It just affects Dale that I've been living a tremendous, great life my whole life. And this guy is, working in other people's messes, their cars, where they shit in these cars. They're squirting white cream all over the car, and he's licking up the cream, Dale. He's cleaning the cream. Dale, is it really worth it, man? Like, how much do you make of these cars, brother? Seriously, I'm not trying to be a jerk off or anything like this. So let's say you buy these cars, I'm assuming at auction, right? What do you buy for? A couple of $100? They're wrecked, they're filled with people's shit, everything. Okay. So you clean up the car, you fix the car. What do you make? $500 on it, Dale? $700 on it? I'll tell you what, Dale. Come to my house. You will personally have to clean my ass because I know you like asses. Okay. We'll work something out, brother. Clean this shit on my floor. I need AMC to explode. We all do. Living in that slum house is not a great life. What the house I live in now? The house that has a $75,000 in-ground swimming pool? Is that the house you're referring to? My swimming pool is worth more than your portfolio, Blink 911. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably buys $800 cars to flip for about 150 bucks. John, I'm offering this guy $500 to clean my friggin' bathroom. I'm gonna shit all over the floor. I'm gonna pee all over the floor. You know, and you might say, why do you do this in your own house? Just to make Dale clean it up. That's why, because I'm an entertainer, baby. I'm here to please. I aim to please. You know what I think I'd like to do with Dale? I want to call this show. Dale, are you interested? The Dale Heart Attack Show. Listen to this show. You have to just eat the same amount of food that I eat every day. That's it. Nothing different. So if I eat 2 steaks, Dale, you have to eat 2 steaks. If I go to McDonald's, Dale, and I order, a 20, 30 patty Big Mac, you have to eat the 20 or 30 patty Big Mac. Now, I'll tell you what, Dale, I'll even buy the food. Because I know you can't fucking afford it. Listen, I'll buy the food. Are you in, Dale? Dale, listen, let's start this today. Meet me at McDonald's. Meet me at the McDonald's here in Waretown, New Jersey. Okay? Let's start today. I will buy you a 30 patty Big Mac. We have to film it. And all you have to do for 1 week is eat like me. It's called the Dale Heart Attack Show. Do you remember the address of your dad's house? My father's house was 1513 Benson Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. That was the house. His house is worth a lot now, his house. Probably like 1.3 million. I'm done. See you at the Trop, Richie. Remember you started this. Okay. Take care, Chad Clifford. See, once again, I offered Dale a bet. Dale never accepts any of my bets. Never. Dale, you never accept any of my bets. I told you, if you can eat the same amount of food that I eat in 1 week, I will give you $50,000. Will you accept the bet? Ooh, now you're thinking about it. It's like 50,000. But the idea is, I can feed you as much as I want. I can feed you an unlimited amount of food. The idea will be to kill. The idea will be able to clog your arteries. You'll need an instant quadruple bypass when I'm done with you. I will have Dale eat 50 steaks, 50 porterhouse steaks a day. Hey man, I'm buying all the food. What are you complaining? Just looked up that slum. How is that house worth 1.3 billion? It's Brooklyn, bro. That's prime. That's Dyke Park. That's Dyke Park in Brooklyn, man. That's prime real estate. I bet you're dying. Actually, according to my last checkup, I'm as healthy as an ox, if you can believe it. It's shocking to me too, but I'm very healthy. Everything is working very well with me. My schlong works. My balls are working really good. It's like I'm young, I'm dumb, and I'm filled with, well, I guess you know. You know what the answer is, Dale. Bro, that house is trash. At the end of the day, millennial collector, you could say anything is trash. But when something is worth money, that's all that matters, is money. You understand? You could say that house is worth trash, but someone is willing to pay 1.3 million for it. So you are 900 pounds overweight. Now I'm actually under 300, Dale. Can you believe it? I'm under 3. Last I checked, I was like 289. But I haven't been on a diet, though. That's the thing. I'm not on a diet. I'm eating like a fat bastard. We're getting close to the end of the live stream here. I normally do it for about an hour. I like to call these live streams the Apefather fighting the haters. Like there's nothing productive that goes on in these live streams. It's just fighting for an hour. McDonald's puts human meat in their food. Listen, you can't say that, man, because that's a big claim right there. You have to say the word alleged. All houses in Brooklyn are $1 million. That's right, because it's New York. And it's also, honestly, Brooklyn really is a hop, skip, and jump away from Manhattan. That's the thing. You know, there's other parts in New York that's really hard to get to Manhattan. Like when you live in Long Island, it's a bitch, bro. It's a bitch to get into the city. You're better off jumping on a friggin' boat with all that damn traffic. But Brooklyn, you're right next to Manhattan. Same thing with Queens, but Brooklyn's a little better. And also Dale, because Brooklyn is very fast to Manhattan. It's very quick. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to get into Manhattan. You can get into Manhattan relatively quick. That's why I left New York, overpriced. Look, if you look up the house I was living in, which was I was renting this beautiful house for a number of years, 520 Durant. It was, I think that house goes for about 1.3, 1.4 million. I had an in-ground swimming pool. I had a European kitchen. This was a house in Great Kill, Staten Island. I was renting for a number of years. And the woman wanted to sell me the house. She's like, I'll give it to you for 1.1. I was like, get the F out of here with that shit. He goes, it's not even that I can't, I probably could have afforded it, but why spend that much, you know? I got my house for 320. I think it was 320 back in 2018. The house is what my house I'm currently living in is worth about 600K right now. And you no one will give you credit for that. That was all my decision, me. I called that right. So you know what the funny thing is, you all will break my balls on all of the decisions I made wrong, which is only one, AMC. And you know what's funny? I still didn't lose an AMC yet. You only lose when you sell. That's it. When you sell is when you lose. So it could turn out that I made the greatest decision of my life in the next 2 years. You don't know. We'll see. Only time could tell. Stop. No, it's not. Everything that's close to New York City is going to cost a fortune. That's the bottom line. Unless it's like so far out there that it's a pain in the ass to get to Manhattan. Like I remember like Pennsylvania, they were going to build, I don't know if they ever did it, but in the Poconos, that was like the next big thing. They were saying they were going to build the train that was going to take you right into Manhattan. I don't know if that ever happened or not, but because people were buying houses for like pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar in the Poconos. But people were saying it was going to be a gold mine because once they put that train in there, it was gonna price of real estate was gonna take off. I actually don't know if they ever put the trade there. I don't know, but I remember reading about that. Dale, you know a lot for a guy who lives with his father. Look, Dale is throwing interest rates out. Dale, you know a lot about a man who lives with his father and who accepts a $20 a week allowance. You're a smart man in real estate, Dale. You know a lot for a man who cleans up other people's trash and other people's shit and makes $150 doing that in about a week's time. Yeah, I do pay a lot of taxes, Dale. But that's because my children get the greatest education. People don't realize how great the education is out here in New Jersey. It's freaking amazing. New York sucks. New York, I'm telling you, my kids went to public school in New York, and when they come to Jersey, it's a world of difference. And I'm not even saying this to you, I'm being dead honest with all of you. The education in New Jersey is spectacular. Spectacular. Everyone's coming to where I live. I can't tell you how many times I run into people that are from Brooklyn, that are from Staten Island out here in the Jersey Shore, Barnegat, Long Beach Island, Waretown. I'm constantly running into people. Matter of fact, there's so many people that are in Brooklyn now that the restaurants are starting to come up with Brooklyn themes now. You know, you got Zano's of Brooklyn in Waretown. You got Brooklyn Square in Toms River. There's so many people that are from Brooklyn coming out to the Jersey Shore now. It's crazy. You got Bruno's out in Manahawkin. Bruno's originally from Staten Island. Jen's mom's money funds your house. What are you talking about, mom's money? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? Jen's mom's money. Her mother didn't give her any money. My wife's mom. First of all, my wife's mom was a beautiful person. May she rest in peace. God bless her. Bro, I hate to break this to you, though. We don't get no money from nobody, man. I know it hurts your feelings, Dale, but neither my parents nor my wife's parents help us. It's all done on the arm, baby. It's all done from the Apefather. Jen has a boyfriend. Well, that I don't know. You might know more than me in terms of that. We know you have a boyfriend, Lou. How much does Lou pay you to promote him, Dale? How much does Lou? I think that Lou pays you, Chad Clifford, and Commander 35 on the side. He's throwing you some of that YouTube ad revenue that unfortunately you can't earn because your channel is not monetized, Dale. How much does Lou throw you? A couple of bills? How can I have government money, bro? How can I have government money with all the money I spend on steaks, on restaurants, on you think the government funds all of that? Last I checked, food stamps, they give you an EBT card and you have to go buy shitty food in the supermarket, okay? I don't think the government funds porterhouses, ribeyes, you know, five-star restaurants, the Chart House in Atlantic City. Yeah, they accept EBT, the Chart House, when I go there, and I spent $500 on dinner. They accept the EBT cards. Guy's crazy, man. Bro, I don't, Dale, listen to me. My wife got turned down for Social Security disability. I'm being 100% real with you, and it's a shame because she should have got it. She should have effed got it. But because when she worked, she stopped working for so long. Like she started getting pains in her back. It was around 2009. She stopped working. And then I think when she applied for Social Security disability, it was in 2017. She got turned down for it, brother. Well, you might have a point with that, Dale, but I'm not one of those people because my wife got turned down for it. So all I can tell you, Dale, is this. You are the one who seems like you're on government assistance. Dale, if you're so proud of your appointment, what do you do for a living? Tell us. You still have not told us what you do. Okay? I'm assuming you're unemployed, Dale. You know what I think it is? I think you buy cars and you do that kind of like a hobby. This is what I think, Dale. You do it as a hobby. You do it as a hobby because obviously you can't do that for a living. I mean, think about it. You can't do that for a living. I mean, it takes time to sell a car. You know what I mean? It's not like you could just sell a car 1, 2, 3. You might have to wait for that money. So I'm assuming you do that as a hobby, Dale. Dale, you live with your father. You're unemployed. You drive a car that you bought for a couple of $100. You know, your 2010 Mazda. You and I both know, Dale, you're getting Biden's money. You're getting government assistance, Dale. 100%. Because, Dale, all you have to do is go down and apply. You're not making an income. See, look, you have to understand, Dale, are you claiming the income that you're making? Let me ask you a straight question. So on these cars that you're flipping, right, and you're making $150, $200 profit, we should call the IRS on Dale. Unfortunately, we don't know his last name, right? But we'll just show the IRS his fat triple chin face. Dale, you know and I know that you are not claiming the money you're making on these cars. You're getting paid in cash. You know, I can imagine Dale when he sells the car. He's like, I only accept cash. Well, can I write you out? Can I write you out a check? My best friends call me Cash. My best friends call me Cash. I have a dealer license. You don't pay taxes on nothing, Dale. It's all cash business. Cash business, bro. Just like when you service Chad Clifford, that is a cash business too. Just when you service Lou, that is a cash business. Couldn't you have cleaned your minivan before selling it to Dale? I had to break it to all of you. I got like 15,000, I think, on the trade-in for my car. There's no way Dale's giving me 15,000. I got $15,000 on my trade-in. I was a little disappointed. I thought I was going to get more, but I'll tell you the truth. How do you have 11.5 subscribers and only 9 people watching? I don't know. I don't buy subscribers. If anyone is the one who's cheating, it's Lou. Lou, I have this feeling like Lou, I'll say it's alleged. I have a feeling that Lou has an email list of about 10,000 people that he just creates all these fake emails. And he just keeps clicking on his own videos, every video he puts out. That's what I feel. I think Lou gives himself 5,000 to 10,000 views every video. Now, I don't do that. Everything with me is real. And YouTube knows that. That's why YouTube vaporized Lou's channel. Did anyone ever wonder why Lou, who had over 80,000 subscribers, think about this, had what, 73 million views? His channel just shuts down. Don't you all find that to be a little odd and a little weird? Then Lou starts a new channel, right? Calls it Behind the Streets. Nobody's watching it. It's not working. Then he has to go back to the exact same name of the channel that was vaporized. Come on. I know you all hate me, but don't you find that to be a little weird? This is the way I see it. If you were going to go back to the same exact channel name that you had before, why did you vaporize your own channel? Like, why would he have shut down his own channel willingly? He didn't. I'll say it's alleged, but I feel YouTube found out there was some cheating going on, and YouTube shut it down. But again, I'll say it's alleged. I can't prove it. It's just my opinion. It's alleged. But don't you find it weird how his subscribers always grow at the same rate? They're always growing about like 100. They're not growing quickly. They're not shooting up quickly. It's always about 100 at a time. It's like he's got this plan that he's trying to stay undetected. He's trying to stay under the radar, under the boardwalk, with Tyrone's balls in my mouth, under the boardwalk. Jamal's giving it to me, under the boardwalk. It's his way of staying relevant. Oh my God, bro. Lou never owned AMC. Lou is playing all of you like a fool. You mean nothing to Lou. When Lou wipes his ass, the toilet paper means more to him than you, millennial collector. See, the thing is with me, believe it or not, we really are a family, even though you don't appreciate the Apefather. I'm really in this with all of you. I've been in this from the beginning, and I'll be in this to the end with all of you. Lou never was in it. Lou is just a friggin' clown. He's a joker. Dale, I don't know what to tell you. I play fair. Lou is the one you should be going after because Lou doesn't play fair. Apefather plays fair, baby. But anyway, I got to go now because I have to take a shit. And with that said, Dale, the offer is still on the table. Come to my house. If you need some extra money, it's okay. Just times are tough. We get it, Dale. Just you got to go down on your hands and your knees, clean my floor, and clean my toilet bowl. And you can make yourself some extra cash money. Cash. Dale's fortune. That's funny. Dale has 50 accounts, including Big 911. You're probably right. Hey, Father, I think it's time to get out. You look like a raisin, probably. Yeah, you're right. My balls are feeling, well, they don't look like raisins. They look like watermelons. My balls are the size of watermelons. But yes, when they're in the water too long, you're right. They get a little raisin-like. So I am out of the bathtub right now. I'm going to dry my body, and I'm going to head outside, baby. This video and this live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It's for entertainment purposes only. Remember that. I'm an entertainer, baby. Hasta la vista, baby. Say goodnight to the bad guy.